What is up, everybody? Welcome to the City Life Project YouTube channel. Now, we're not doing a fight live stream today. Kyle and I are here just to literally say thank you to everyone who supported us today. And if there's anyone in the live chat who wants to ask us some questions or anything, I mean, this stream is just for you guys and just our opportunity to say thank you to everybody. But first and foremost, Kyle, what's going on, buddy?
I'm like so stoked to be here with all of our friends, fans, fight streamers, everybody that watches our stuff. I was actually, dude, I was doing a little bit of looking into where we are streamed. Over 100 countries.
Wow.
That's our stuff, dude. It's like actually unreal.
Heyo. Love it. Love it. So yeah, for those who've been following the channel, this is just a super casual conversation again. I mean, Kyle and I, we're going to catch up a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit just about the channel, what our like original plans were for the channel, what it's kind of grown into. And of course, if you guys have any questions or anything, like by all means, throw them in the live chat. We'll be on for, I don't know, like 20 minutes to a half an hour, unless like 300 people show up, 300 of our 1,000 subscribers show up and just start peppering us the questions. Then we'll give you a little bit more time. But again, we wanted to just take this opportunity. Kyle and I've been busy the last, couple weeks anyways. We were busy the week we hit 1,000 subscribers. So we had this night free. We thought, hey, let's pour one for the fans and say thank you, reminisce, and answer some questions.
Cheers to all of you guys, because if you weren't here to watch the content we create, we wouldn't be sitting here. And it's pretty surreal because we were just chatting a little while ago, like, probably, maybe 6 months ago, it was like, oh, we'll be lucky to hit 1,000, like this year, or, we had no idea where things were going to go. And our vision has changed a little bit from when we first started. But I think that we're sitting in a real nice, happy medium between the fight streams, the vlog content, fishing. There'll still be some music content coming up, although that's a little bit less frequent than we initially had planned. But we're musicians at the end of the day, so you'll still see some of that stuff on this channel.
Oh, absolutely. There's some one-take sessions that are coming as well, so really excited about that. And folks, if the connection's a little bad, it's my fault. I'm uploading some videos for work, and I'm like 96% there. It was a massive file, and I'm like, I ain't canceling that right now, even for a lucky fan. So I apologize if my connection goes in and out a little bit. But again, we're here to hang out. This is casual. This is not like play-by-play fight stuff. So what are you sipping on, Kyle? And by the way, Sean, thank you so much, buddy. You're an absolute beauty. I know you watch all of our videos. You join us on the fight streams. Huge fishing guy, too. He's all up in your videos, Kyle.
Dude, I'm stoked that somebody out there is watching that content, even though I get skunked all the time. Hey, Tina, that's Isha's mom just showed up to the
Thank you,
chat.
Mother. So, Kyle, what are you sipping on?
Dude, I'm sipping on that Kentucky bourbon that you gave me.
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Like Tim likes to say that this is a summer bevy, but you know what? I'm gonna enjoy some.
Nice. I'm drinking a Hams, which is basically the Lucky of Minnesota. And you know what? I think it's just as good. So cheers.
Cheers.
Ode to the Vancouver Island fans out there who know what the Lucky Lager is. Unbelievable. So again, for those who are just tuning in on the channel, like, oh, what is this? I know we've started building a huge fight community here. No, this isn't a fight companion. This is simply me and Kyle saying thank you to everyone who's been supporting us. When we started just doing vlogs, when we were doing basically just posting our music, like trying to just get the channel ramped up, trying to post as much stuff as we could. And then, when we started to get our groove and find this like fight stream niche, as well as Kyle just like taking his editing skills with the vlogging to another level. I mean, the channel's grown, man. And the people who've supported us from the start, hell, the people who've just hopped on recently for just the UFC or MMA stuff, like, again, this stream is for you. This stream is for us just to tell you how much we appreciate you.
It blows my mind that there's 1,000 people that actually want to like watch what we do. It's
1,100.
Well, yeah, we're actually, I think we're at like 1,161 or something now. It's grown a lot even just in the last 2 weeks. So I mean, I'm thankful that people are interested in the content that we create, that the fight community has really like taken like the forefront of our channel. That's super cool. I mean,
which is crazy because we'll talk about it in a sec, but like that was never in the plans. It just kind of happened.
It's amazing that even, it's taken off. Like, just for instance, in the last week with Isha's live streams, there have been over 30,000 people to our channel just in the last week. It's amazing. And I mean, over the course of the last month, we've had 74,000 people come through our channel, which is it just blows my mind. So thank you guys for sticking around,
seriously, watching
our fight streams, watching the vlogs, being a part of the new community page that we have. Even the people that send in donations and all that kind of stuff. You guys are all just so awesome.
Like, and I say this on the fight streams, Kyle, like I'm never going to ask anybody in the chat for donations, but everything helps us and we're just putting it all back into the channel. We appreciate it, but really at the end of the day, all we really want you to do is like the videos and just start commenting in the live chat when we're doing live streams, or comment on the videos, because as you guys see, Kyle and I respond. Kyle's the first one to respond. Like, I'll go on the YouTube Studio app and be like, oh, we got a new comment. Kyle's already liked, loved, and responded. So like we're totally interactive with the people who enjoy our content and who've helped us grow at the end of the day. And we always give back. Like, we do contests and giveaways on every single fight stream. And the more we grow, the more giveaways we're doing, because we're hitting like 50 to 100 likes on every single fight stream now. And, I'm never going to raise the bar too much. We're always going to want to give you folks prizes and things like that. So again, we're just so thankful. And just keep the comments coming. If you want to ask us any questions, we'll keep the floor open for a little bit. Here's Sean again. I honestly don't have much questions. I'll think of something. All right, think of something. But for those of you, I guess, who just hopped on during like the fight stream phase of the channel, Kyle, let's start just quickly at the beginning. Like, what was your vision when I like came up to you and was like, hey, like, I bought a nice vlogging camera. I want to start doing this vlogging stuff. Like, do you want to do this with me? What were your kind of thoughts when I like proposed that to you 10 months ago?
I will say that I was surprised, very surprised. And I truly didn't think that I would like it as much as I do. Like, at the beginning, I can't say I anticipated getting so serious about it, but I thoroughly enjoy mixing up all of these videos, collecting that B-roll to try and get really nasty, sweet B-roll for all of our videos. And that's about to change too. It's going to get better and better and better. Just you guys watch. But I fell in love with making the videos and doing the vlog content, because now to me, it's kind of like a legacy thing. Like, you guys watch all of these videos and you get to get a glimpse into our lives and what we do for fun, what we do for hobbies, what we do for a living, that kind of thing.
Quite literally in real time too, with the streams, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we are literally filming this stuff and putting it out as soon as we can. And I think that that's super cool. But for us, at least for me, I can't speak for Isha, but it's kind of a legacy thing. Like, I've got my wife Jen is part of our channel. My cousin Tim is part of the channel. I get to like share this with one of my best friends on the planet. So, when I'm 100 years old, I can look back on this stuff and go like, hey, that's kind of cool what we did.
And hopefully by that time, like, we've actually made some money off YouTube, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Slow roll.
What about you,
yeah, man.
Where did you see things going?
Well, with me, it was because we started recording music again. We recorded the demos, and then your plan at the lost demos. Goddamn. Well, and honestly though, it might have been the best thing, because I don't know if we would have gone this far with YouTube if it wasn't for that. And I'll get to that. So we recorded the demos and like we went hard for like a month. Recording those. We finally got them done. They were lost, and you wanted to get in the studio to record your solo album. So you're like, hey, I'll get the solo album done first, then we'll re-record the demos, because like we were both kind of like, oh, I don't want to do this. Yeah, so like right away again.
It was a big hit.
So my thing was, okay, I've been filming. I haven't edited anything yet. I want to start getting into video editing, doing vlogs, basically just like diving into YouTube, because with the last company I worked for, I did a lot of YouTube stuff towards the end, and it really just got me excited about that whole media space. So I just kind of want to do it on my own, or just for fun outside of work. And you going into the studio was perfect, with Austin giving us like full reign to walk in with cameras and stuff like that. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to document Kyle's album. And that was honestly, I was like, if I make one series and that's it to start, that's a cool project. And I added some like bullshit in between, like, you know, you, me, and Jen going for breakfast and like little things like that when we started. But really, my main goal at the beginning was to put those kind of music video / filming sessions together. Like my first one I ever edited is one I'm honestly, like, other than the Kenny versus Spendy, of course, is one of the ones I'm most proud of, because it just like it painted the picture of that day at the studio. We got to like show a little bit of your music off, and that's what kickstarted it for me. And then things kind of changed. Like where this year did it kind of shift for you? Did it go from just like, okay, we have this channel, we're posting stuff, whatever? Where did you like kind of be like, okay, this is kind of getting a little serious and like we got to start posting every day, or at least like filming enough to post every week, or things like that?
Well, I think you had kind of suggested that we try and post as often as possible to build the channel and grow things up. And it was good practice for filming and editing, because like before 10 months ago, I'd never edited a video in my life, ever. So anytime that we ever had music videos or anything like that, we hired somebody else to film it and edit it. So,
which, by the way, those music videos are on this channel. There's a playlist for them, music videos. Go check them out.
Totally. Trench Fingers,
Humble
Silent Army,
plug.
a bunch of my old stuff. Isha's old band is on there. Faces Full of Glass as well. There's tons of that.
Oh, geez.
So I mean that's really what kickstarted it. I think we seriously got like really involved in it after the maple syrup video, because I think the ideas started flowing, and we figured out that we don't just have to pigeonhole ourselves into anything. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And it shows. 1,000 people
Clearly
are watching our stuff now, and it's just it's so amazing that that's even like a thing. So who knows where this channel will go? I mean, we've got no end in sight, and at this point, I think that filming gives us a really good reason to go out and do some exploring, and forces us to voluntarily, mind you, forces us to go out and adventure and see what is around the next bend on the river.
Yeah, and you being still like, I know you're not new to the island. You've had family ties there your entire life, but like being new to living there relatively in a post-COVID world, right? I mean, why not capture some of those moments, right? Like you said, if it's about legacy for you.
Yeah, totally. It's all about the legacy thing. I love the fact that I can go back and I can look at all of our videos, and I do frequently go back and rewatch certain things, because you can see from the beginning to where we are now how much the editing has changed.
Oh,
how much we've grown. Like, go and look at our initial thumbnails and like
how much Kyle's hair's grown.
Yeah, I was like bald when we started the channel. Things have changed that way.
I've gone through 2 full heads of hair since, because I cut it for the Vegas trip with a maze, and then now it's like almost as long as it was then.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like I truly fell in love with it, and I get excited. I get excited about editing the videos and posting the videos and just seeing what they do, because to be totally honest, the music thing, I will always love music. I have a lot of love for that part of my life, but I've taken a step back from it just because I think that this, I get a lot more satisfaction out of this. Now, I'm a creator in general, and I think that you saw that when we started this channel, and that's a big reason why you asked me to be a part of this, is I think maybe you saw my potential, and I realized my potential once you bought me that vlogging camera. Things just changed. It opened up a whole new world. So
and the C100 and the C100. I just want to throw that out there.
Yes, and the C100. Yeah, like you
which by the way, and I'm gonna admit this because my mother's here too. I found the charger.
Yes.
I'm sorry to everybody, family and all. In my defense, it was it was at the bottom of the cord bag, and I did look everywhere. But I just looked in the cord bag and went, this is the cord bag. It wouldn't be in here. This isn't the charger bag. And then I looked in every other phone cam. So yes, I am sending it back to you. And sorry, mom. I made her tear
Thank
the
you
house
for
apart to
looking
look.
for it, Tina. I really appreciate it, and sorry that we stressed you out with that because that was really last minute.
Oh yeah,
But
she's pissed. Look, she's in the chat now.
but I wanted to say, since we were on the topic of music, even just briefly, all of those songs that we recorded, the video of in studio, are currently being finished right now as we speak. I'm actually supposed to be getting the masters tonight. So if not tonight, probably before the end of the week. And anyway, I think all of that, when I'm going to release them, I'll do some live streams on the channel to let you guys know where you can find the new music. Hopefully you guys dig what you hear, and if you don't, it's all good too. It's all just art at the end, just like these videos are. And thank you guys for checking everything out. And I just noticed my cousin Tim, you guys should all know Tim from the channel. He just said that you can literally hear Tim getting fatter on some videos. I don't believe that's true, but I hope that you guys like what he brings to the channel, because without Tim, a lot of what we do just wouldn't be possible. Any of the stuff on the boat is through Captain Hook. That's Flying Tim or Tim Marion. All of the tarantula content that you get is through Tim. So huge thank you.
The barrel aged content, all the beer drinking stuff, or the beer
All of
tasting
that
stuff.
is literally due to my cousin Tim. So he's a big
Hell,
part of
even
this
the
channel.
maple syrup videos, we did it at Tim's house.
We did indeed. So we hope you guys like that
Cheers,
content.
Tim.
It's he's certainly passionate about it. I'm passionate about making that, and in fact, we've been waiting to feed the tarantulas so that we can get another feeding video. So if you're interested in that, keep your eyes peeled because it is coming soon.
That last one, because I was there helping film, was unreal. And like, I'm not a spider guy, ladies and gentlemen, but Kyle and Tim, I mean, it doesn't show. Like, I'm fascinated, and like, especially those super aggressive ones coming out of their burrow just to nab them, like. Beautiful. I just want to say, my sister's in the chat here. She's been supporting us, Kyle, since day one as well. Like she always messages me. She messages me and is like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're at 500 subscribers. Oh my god, you're at 800. You're at 1,000." My sister's birthday was on the 21st. It was her birthday weekend. She said she worked all weekend, but Tatiana, happy birthday. We love you, and I can't wait to catch up with you soon.
Totally. Thank you for being part of it too. Like.
Yeah.
It's all of you. Every single person that is a part of this channel. We just appreciate you so much. Family, friends, whoever you are, even if you're random and you're part of the fight community, like literally you guys are the reason that this is so much fun for us, because we're interacting with, like I said, people in over 100 different countries. Like,
and it shows in the live streams, Kyle. We have people from Thailand who regularly come. We have like Ethan, Luke, we have and John. One's from Scotland, one's from Ireland, one's from England. We have regulars from Africa. No joke. Adebayo, he's there every week. Like it's and that's where I'll get to and kind of get through the timeline of the channel here. But I want to get back to the chat. Sean, again, Sean's been with us since day one. Like, it's unbelievable. And he says, I really do appreciate the content y'all do on the channel. And we all love Tim. I knew Tim would be like the star of the channel. Like the moment we filmed like the New Year's video, like I was like,
he's just got that personality, right? Like he's got that star flair.
Payne, what's going on, Payne? So Payne, again, like we said at the top of the stream here, Payne's one of our newer subscribers. He jumped on with like the fight streams, but like he joined us every single time. Payne has even like messaged me on Twitter. We've been going back and forth with like fight, chatting about UFC and things like that. So shout out to you, Payne. Thank you so much for the support as well, my man. Oh, look at that. Everyone giving my sister some happy birthday love.
I was doing a little bit of looking, because we have an app called YouTube Studio where you can check out all the analytics and all the
stats,
super nerdy stuff about YouTube that helps you build your channel and create better content and all that kind of stuff. It's a tool for us. Anyhow, I was looking at that, and did you know that the majority of our views, like 13% of our views, actually come from like Thailand?
mean,
The
again, it's the
USA is only 10%, and Canada doesn't even make it into the top 5. It's unbelievable.
one championship, Kyle. I'm telling you.
So good.
Oh, pain. I know Charles Oliveira lost the lightweight. I guess he didn't lose it because technically he didn't have it, but he did not win the lightweight title, and devastated. Pain. I honestly shed a little bit of a tear as well. All my other picks won though, and shout out Benil Dariush. I know he went on his little like Christian rant after because he's a devout Christian, but he did shout out the women in Iran. He's Persian. I believe he's half Persian. Lives in the States. High level lightweight fighter, and he did. I was wondering if he was gonna use the platform to give a shout out to Iran, and he did. He said that we're all with you, we're all praying for you, the sisters of Iran. So that was pretty cool to see. O'Malley won, mind you, a very, very, very thin, razor close, perhaps even robbery decision. But hey, he hung in there with Piotr. But long and the short of it, because I want to make this a UFC stream. Long and the short of it, all my picks, everybody who I wanted to win won except for the main event, Charles Oliveira. So pain, oh, no. I feel your pain. I'll stop. Hey, you know what? And I was going to say this at the end, but I'll say it now. If you guys want us to do just more casual stuff like this, 100% down. And just whenever our schedules align.
Totally. Yeah, we can make that happen. And like I said, I'm going to jump on for a live stream when I get ready to release some songs. Isha can talk about it. We can even do like a listening parties and stuff on here.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and jump on a few more of the fight streams.
Well, when Contender Series starts up again,
but
when Contender Series, when Contender Series starts up again, I mean that's Kyle's shit.
Totally. Love it. It's super fun.
Yeah, so for me, I think the biggest turning point for the channel was when I came back from Minnesota in April. And I don't know, I don't know what the spark was, but I just fell in love with editing vlogs. And I would always edit shorter ones than you, 5-minute ones, just with a bunch of random shit, almost just like in your face 2-minute segment, TV show of content. And I didn't care if they got 100 views or not. I just like doing that. And then I just went all into watching MMA, not just because I was watching UFC, every single thing. You even knew that, but Contender Series on a whim. I remember I texted you. I was like, I'm going to stream this and just see what happens. Cause I was doing hockey content and hockey streams with the old company. And I remember just doing it and it got 1,200 views and we're like, fucking rights. Let's do as many fights as we can. Got Fight Pass, started watching LFA, and then that one, no pun intended, one championship one just slayed. And I remember you and I were messaging, we were
1,000 views or something.
That one was 15, but there was 3, I remember as soon as the prelims ended on YouTube, it went from 20 viewers to 300, and that's what really and that's not necessarily what YouTube didn't necessarily push our channel after that. I think we were only at 400 subscribers after that, to be perfectly honest. That's just when I was I like doing this. The chat, the community is really cool. And it kind of plays into what we're doing with the channel in let's do a diverse array of content that you and I want to do. And not fuck YouTube's algorithm because we play within the rules, but we refuse to pigeonhole ourselves because this is literally our vlog. It's our video diaries, for lack of a better term.
It's been so much fun. And one of the coolest things about the fight community is just that, dude, you have so many regulars that come.
It's crazy. 40.
They're part of it every single time. And
Gravedigger Jones too.
To know some of them. It's amazing. It's just it's the coolest thing to see that people are so willing to come back and return to our channel to watch the fights with you. It's really, really cool.
It's because I'm a psycho and I scream at the mic, and but I swear, and Kyle can vouch for this. It's not a bit, it's not an act. You've watched fight with me, you've watched hockey with me. That's just, you've known me for a long, long time. I am just as passionate when it comes to music, when it comes to hockey, to a fault sometimes, but
it's great though. But that's why people keep returning, is because they know it's genuine. You actually love doing this stuff, and you're just so easygoing and easy to talk to, and you're good at it. You've got that radio personality and experience, right? That really helps when talking on live streams. I think that all of that comes to play, and people really genuinely enjoy just hanging out with you for a couple hours while we're watching fights. And
Yeah.
Payne, yes, I do like hockey. Go Calgary Flames.
The Calgary Canucks.
Pretty much.
Payne's a good Canadian boy, Kyle.
Oh yeah, where are you from, Payne?
But yeah, man. And again, folks, we'll be on for a few more minutes. If you have any questions for us, by all means, throw them in the chat. This is just a loose stream. I mean, Kyle kind of talked about the channel. We said thank you 1,000 times, and we'll continue to say thank you throughout the stream because that's what this is for, to thank all you folks. But yeah, man, once the fight stuff kind of took off, once you really took the reins on, I really want to zero in on editing really, really good stuff and develop your editing skills. Because at the end of the day, like I say this genuinely, every video that Kyle edits, I'm like, man, that one's better than the last. It's better than the last. And now you're recognizing what kind of gear you need, right? You're like, okay, for the type of videos that I want to make, I need X many GoPros. I have my ZV. I need, this. And that's cool because, like you said, going back to just being an artist, you're knowing the type of tools you need now to paint your canvas. And it's just so cool to see. Cause like, I mean, I've known you for many, many years, and I've known you as an artist first, right? So it's cool to see you find like another avenue for it.
It's been so much fun, man. And like a big part of it, I have the YouTube channels that I personally watch all the time. They've really helped me. Like I've found this new guy, Northwest Fishing Secrets. He's a fella out of Washington in the Pacific Northwest, does catch and cook videos. Amazing. He started in the middle of the pandemic with 0 subscribers, and 3 years later, he has 500,000 and counting. It grows all the time.
That's amazing.
I've been watching his videos, and some of his filming techniques kind of turned on a light bulb, and I went, hey, that's cool. And then I watch Trout Hunting NZ, which is a New Zealand trout fishing channel with a guy named Gareth, who is a fishing guide in New Zealand. Tons of awesome fishing content. I watch him and his good friend Alex, who's tripping on trout. Watch them constantly. And all of these YouTubers have really kind of woken up what I need to do if I want to have similar quality content to them. Part of it is consistency, I think, on YouTube. You got to be posting, right? You got to be posting frequently for people to want to come to return to your channel. But you also have to have really good content. People will watch the funny stuff and they will watch what you post if you have a following. But I think that bringing in new viewers and bringing in excellent content with storylines, middle, beginning, and all of that kind of stuff, as well as just great camera angles and nature, people love that stuff. So I take every video I watch, I study both their story and I study their camera angle and what they use to create that wonderful content that I love so much. And I'm really trying to adapt and bring it to our channel so that hopefully you guys enjoy what you see and we can look back on this later in life and go, hey, we've grown a lot since then.
Yeah, and with characters like Tim and Jen, I mean, that's really why people come back.
Well, Jen just actually asked a question. She said, Isha, if you had to pick a favorite video, what would it be out of all of the 160 some odd videos we have?
That's a good one. So I'll answer in 2. I'll answer like my favorite as a viewer and my favorite like to film. I would say to film, like, is the cop out the maple syrup? Like that was more of a series than a single video, right? Because we did like 3 videos on it. Yeah. But the last one, the COVID syrup day, that was that was probably the funnest video to film. My favorite video to watch, man, that's a tough one. It's probably one of your fishing ones, and I don't know which one yet. The last one, I don't want to pick that one because that's a cop out because that's like recency bias. But probably one of the 2 first ones of you guys on the boat. Probably the one with Jen because Jen makes the videos, of course. Love you, Jen. Yes. And honestly, and I'll say this too, and I'll throw another one now that I'm like thinking of them all. The one where we all went for brunch and then went to the beach after, that one turned out great. It was an earlier video, but like the editing was still pretty damn good. And I think you took the reins on that one too.
Yeah, I think that was the Rath Trevor Beach one that we did. So we went to Kelly's Kitchen for breakfast or something, right? And then we went to Rath Trevor. Is that the one you're talking about?
It was Rath Trevor or that one cove that we jammed with Brandon in.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. But anyways, Jen, off the top of my head, those are my favorites. The one, the video didn't turn out because it just wasn't long enough. But when Kyle and I were looking for the drone, that was fun because like it actually was. It's one that like I don't think has many views on the channel just because like as far as like searchability and SEO, and I think we only had 500 subs at the time. Like it just wasn't going to reach that many people. But like for those who are fans on the channel, we lost a drone. I think that's the name of the video. That one's fun. Go check that one out.
You guys, literally fact. Tim and I went outside and we flew it once. I bought it. I drove half an hour to go and get it and literally brought it home, flew it the one time. It took off and it flew over the river and into the forest, and it was green in color. So with all the forest being green, impossible to find. And we took just the craziest trek to go and get it. And I actually went twice. I went once with Tim and I went once with Isha. And the trek with Isha was way more treacherous than the one with Tim. There were no roads traveled in the beginning. It was all bushwhacking to try and find it. And we never did. So
my bloodstones are still messy.
Lost, but we're going to get another one for those tasty, nasty, sweet B-roll capturing images.
My new roommate's is about to be a pilot, so already thinking about some beautiful shots of Minneapolis, downtown Minneapolis.
Oh, that would be super cool. Speaking of which, how is it going down there?
It's good, dude. This last weekend was like, oh god, now I'm like in Fahrenheit mode. Celsius. I mean, it was probably like 20-25 Celsius this last weekend. Sunny, windy as hell, but I mean, you know what I love about it here though? It feels like real like fall, right? Like real Canadian fall. Kyle, Minneapolis is a lot like Calgary. Like that's the best way to, like, it's the way the highways are set up, the way it looks, like it's very the way the neighborhoods kind of are. It's very like the main street stretches of all like the smaller areas of towns, like, you know how the Center Street has like the Center Street swag, the Center Street lean, because of the way, like it's the same, dude. It's the same. So I dig it. It's gonna be an awesome, like, good Canadian feel down here in Minnesota, which is pretty much Canada because it's more Canadian than Ontario. Quite literally.
Yeah, pretty much. You like literally right across the border, sharing a Great Lake, even, I believe, aren't you?
Oh man, I can't wait to skate and hop in some lakes. Not like in that direct order, but
adventure down there. I mean, you're gonna tour a bunch of breweries, so there'll probably be that kind of content.
Dude, I already have been. Like, it's a problem. Like, I gotta pace myself. Like between the 7th Ave pizzas and like the breweries, like even before our Soda Pod recording Sunday, Hoppy and I went to Quick Trip, Mouths, and by the way, Quick Trip puts like Tim Hortons to fucking shame, dude. I don't think I can ever eat at Tim Hortons ever again. Like, shout out Quick Trip, you're the best thing that's ever happened to this earth. And it's a gas station, Kyle. It's a gas station. It's like 7-Eleven on the best steroids in the world. Like VAR, TRT, fucking just all the anabolics. Give it to me. Oh my god. We went to Quick Trip and then a brewery and then started recording. And I was like, God's day.
Yeah. That's wicked. Well, I want to take this time to just ask you guys that are in the live chat, is there any content that you want to see more of? Do you want to see, like, what do you want to see? What do you enjoy on our channel? Is there anything that you'd like us to do for you, really?
And as you guys ponder that question, we'll go through the comments. Payne's asking, is that whiskey, Kyle?
This is Kentucky bourbon.
And Sean remembers the drone. Yeah, I think Sean commented on that video, actually. Tim, oh yeah, you guys ever think about getting a drone? It's flying away on the windiest day ever. Bunch of turds.
Yeah, totally.
Turds. Yes, Sean. Sean knows, man. Sean knows. So Sean, I got the tater tot sticks and 2 breakfast sandwiches, croissant, baby. Let's go, sausage and bacon.
Dude, that sounds real.
So Kyle, I got 2 breakfast sandwiches and 2 like massive tater tot sticks under $8. America, let's go,
dude. Tim Hortons cost you like $15 for a breakfast sandwich, a coffee, and a hash brown and a donut, or something.
Even with exchange rate, it's cheaper than a Timmy's combo.
Unreal.
What did you get at Quick Trip? Oh, look at that! I just answered. Hunt a grizzly bear.
Well, I
Okay,
can
A,
tell
we're
you
not in
that
northern BC, so there's none
there
around.
is there are grizzlies on Vancouver Island, but they're very, very small
There's like two.
population,
There's like
only in the
two of them
north. Yeah, there's not many.
because
Like
they're from
they've
the mainland,
literally
right? They just
swam over
swam
to the
over,
main. Yeah. And I
which is
think
nuts.
the shortest stretch to the mainland is 11 kilometers. They literally swam across the ocean 11 kilometers to get here. So the population isn't great on the island. Eventually, though, I'm sure it will grow, dependent on if we have male and female bears.
Yeah, unfortunately, Payne, it's not in Canada, and it's like a Midwest. I think it's just Midwest, like chain or any. I don't know enough about it. I just know that's fucking amazing, and like it puts Tim Hortons to shame. Jen saying, I'd like to see some skinny dipping videos. You know what though? With some editing, with some crafty editing and some
We
green
can make it
screen, I mean, that could happen because I was blown away that YouTube monetized that Kenny vs. Spenny video that we posted with the
Yeah. Spenny's finger did things.
and can we just talk about that? I know we're going a little bit over what we originally thought, Kyle, but can we talk about that Kenny vs. Spenny video?
Oh,
like
yeah.
just experience a little bit. Like we kind of knew that was going to happen. That was the word on the street that was going to be the grand finale.
Yeah.
But like, how crazy was it that if Lyndon turned out to be the participant and you just met him? Like, I've known Lyndon for a few years. You just met him. He bought us a beer, and that was
a beer.
Jen. You'll love this.
Guy.
That was date night for him. That was date
first
night.
time I met him, Freddie got fingered.
He did indeed. And again, date night. Like, wow.
Yeah,
just wow.
His girlfriend is a legend.
Wife, dude, wife.
His wife?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Like date night, like it's that wow. Canadian legends, and I mean, there you go. There you go.
He is a legend indeed. And you can watch all of that go down on that video. So go and check it out.
Jid saying, isn't that what the blur thing is for? Yeah, or like Goldar's head. I think that's what I used.
Yeah.
I was originally going to put Matty Kachuk's face, but I was like, oh, we might get a lot of people watching this who just like don't watch the Flames. And I felt like Goldar was a better.
Goldar was perfect because Goldar had something to do with Kenny versus Spenny. Lyndon did request. He wanted Johnny Gaudreau's face covering him up.
Yes. Next one.
But next time.
Shane saying the Kenny vs. Spenny video was his personal favorite. Yeah, I'll throw this to the chat again. What is some of your favorite videos or video, and what type of content did you like come to the channel for, and what's some of your favorite stuff that once you got here? And look, if you came here just for the fight stuff and that's your shit, then like I totally get it. But if you do dig some of the other stuff we do, we'd love to hear about it. Gives us some feedback too.
Totally. And also, just so everybody knows, Shane has been featured on our channel numerous times. He joins all of the fight streams with Isha, like religiously. He's there every single time. But also, he has been featured in some of our videos. If you watch some of the early videos at White Sails Brewing and stuff, he is a part of our channel as well. So
we went for burgers one night too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in a few videos actually.
Ooh, this is a good question. And this could maybe be the framework to like these type of live streams, Kyle. Instead of just coming on here and talking, I don't want to say nonsense because we've been thanking the fans more so than anything, but do you guys ever do challenges? We haven't, but maybe that's what we can base these live streams around and kind of like, build up the production a little bit more, actually prep and do something a little bit more extravagant, just a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you have in mind, Jen?
We could absolutely do that.
Flames are gonna be first round. Shut up, Payne.
Hey,
Only
come
the
on,
Leafs.
Payne. They made it to the second round last year.
Oh no, who is this? Jacob loves THPN or Payne? Like, come on.
Are you kidding me? Vegas?
Oh, no. Honestly, I respect what they did their first year. Like, it's legendary. We'll probably never see anything like that in professional sports again. But like, you need to suffer a little bit more. Like, the Canucks still don't even have a cup. At least Kyle's got one. At least Kyle and Tim have one. Mind you, it's the Lanny McDonald days, but you still have one. We've
almost had two.
You've almost.
Vegas will miss again by 1 point. Yeah, totally, Tim.
So we're going to be a top 3 seed and win the Western Conference against the Wild. Dude, the way the Wild have been playing, god damn. the Wild and Canucks are just like the two teams that I follow the most are just don't even know how to play defense right now. Yeah, I met Billy Guerin, by the way, for hockey fans out there. That was pretty cool. Shout out 10K Takes. They're a media company in Minnesota. I've known about them forever. Like, I shouldn't say forever. When Dylan and I were starting THPN, they were just starting their company, and we would cross promote and jump on each other's podcasts and things like that. They hosted a meet and greet with Billy Guerin before the game against the Avs. We all got to meet him, got a signature, got to shake his hand, and then it was like $40. And you're in the high, the highest seats, but the XL Energy Center is fucking awesome because there's not a bad seat in the house. Even if you're like in the top row, you're on like a bar stool. You have all the concession behind you. Bathrooms are right behind you. And I swear, like it wasn't a bad view of the ice at all. Like you're up in the top rafters at Rogers Arena and it sucks. Like it's ass. And you're paying over $100, $40 USD, mind you. But to meet Billy Guerin, to get like a signed, Hoppy got his jersey signed that said, sorry, I waved Rem Pitlick. Tim might get that, which I thought was hilarious. On his Rem Pitlick jersey, no less. But so that was fucking awesome. Then I went to my first Minnesota Gophers hockey game last Saturday against the University of North Dakota, formerly the Sioux. Fuck the Sioux. I'm a full-on North Dakota hater now. It's hilarious. Like, dude, that rivalry, Kyle. Like, we've gone to a lot of junior games, we've gone to a lot of NHL games. This thing was next level. 10,000 people at Mariucci, and like a third of it was in the green jerseys, and that's the away team. And the fans were savage, and I loved it. Like, I absolutely loved it. Like, I'd look around the arena, and you'd see people in green and people in like in the orange, just like flipping each other the birds, yelling at each other. And no joke, there was like a really bad boarding call on one of the Gophers, and the boys and I were just like talking about it, and this fucking Nodak fan in front of us looks behind me and just goes, "You guys can just shut the fuck up, you morons." And I'm like, "Jeez, I love this shit. Let's go." They ended up losing in overtime, though. Minnesota sports pain is real, folks.
Oh, dude. Well, hopefully things get better for you down there.
Sorry for swearing, by the way, Kyle. I know I'm supposed to clean things up.
Well, you know what? Yeah, it's the real us coming through.
This just won't make as much money as any of our other stuff. That's all.
Oh, that's fine. All
right, I'll catch up on some of the comments here, folks, before we hang him up tonight. Kaprizov will bury the OT winner. That eliminates Vegas. I could only hope that those dumb helmets, or they have those dumb helmets on when they do.
Dude, Vegas's helmets are so dumb looking. No, okay, I'm going to address that comment. Payne, Huberdeau is going to kill it. Mackenzie Weegar, so awesome.
Yep.
Kadri's already shown up for us. And Markstrom is like one of the best goaltenders in the NHL. I think that Johnny Gaudreau is not going to do this well this year in wherever the hell he went. Who cares?
Columbus,
right? And Tkachuk, I mean, he had a record year for him as well. I miss Tkachuk for his grit, and I'll miss Johnny for his goal scoring, but neither one of those guys showed up for us in the playoffs last year, and that's where it's important. So let's see what happens.
Hey, and as painful as it is for the Canucks right now, who are just continuing to bury themselves. I mean, the Wild aren't doing themselves any favors either, but like, look, we saw Detroit go 10-1 a couple years ago, and we all knew that was unsustainable. Like, Bob McKenzie said it best, folks. The Canadian, legend, Bob McKenzie. You don't look at the standings until American Thanksgiving. You got to give it a few weeks. For me, 10 games is when you have to really start. Okay, you got to make like real adjustments, but not necessarily hit the panic button. 5 more games after that, that's roughly the American Thanksgiving mark. I think it's like between 10 or 15 games. That's when, shit's going to hit the fan. But until then, it's like, sure, no one wants to start off on a losing streak. No one wants to go 500 even at that point. But this is the time where you can make adjustments. At the end of the season, it's too late. Not everyone's going to be the St. Louis Blues that one year they won the cup. Like, that was like some Vegas winning in their first year sort of shit, right?
Totally.
Sean, well, we are Canadian, bro. I mean, look at behind me. I got Joe's jerseys hanging. Signed Ovechkin jersey, signed Couturier jersey, framed. It's
unreal.
Beautiful. Taking credit for his sweet hockey. Well, just visually, because it looks fucking sick.
It looks great.
Thanks for all the comments, by the way, guys. This is awesome. I love interacting with you all. There you go. There you go. Marky's gold.
Marky is gold, Tim. Can't wait to watch more hockey with you, bro. Sorry I've missed the last 2 games. It won't happen again.
Hey, don't be horrible. What's going on, buddy? He says, I just wanted to say congratulations to you both. Well, I want to say thank you. Don't be horrible, because you've been supporting us from the start as well. Literally, yeah. Kyle, from the first video we posted, Don't Be Horrible has liked it. He's watched it. He's commented on it, and he joins us on as many streams as we can. Don't be horrible. I know you're going through some stuff with your family there and everything, and I hope everything's going well, brother. Nothing but love from us here, and thank you so much for all the support.
So much, seriously. It's wicked. It's people like you, like, honestly, like, just the fact that you come and hang out with us on the live streams, or that you take your time out of your day to watch videos that we create. I mean, we're thankful for people like you.
Payne saying, yeah, they're looking rough, but they are good. Saros and Forsberg not helping my fantasy. Nashville better than Calgary. JK bad bait. Saros is good. I have to say, Saros is like, I think he's one of the best goalies in the NHL. I don't think he's talked about enough. Tim can probably agree. UC Saros. All right, Kyle, anything else you want to get into, buddy? Any like channel related, or anything else you want to tell the fans, the subscribers, anything, that you want to tease that's coming up, perhaps?
Well, I would say, prepare yourselves for better quality content. We are always driving to adapt, and we're always driving to learn. So as this channel grows, and over our 2nd season, we'll call it, coming up here, I think December is our 1 year. We'll look into that.
November.
Either way, November. So
we got to change our intro video. That means
we're going to change our intro video. We'll have some different stuff that way, but our content is going to get a little bit more top quality. The streams won't change a whole lot. Isha's, I think he's got them on lock, but the vlogging, camera angles, all that kind of stuff's going to change.
Oh.
But you are going to see still some music. You're still going to see some fishing. There's lots of fishing to be had. The winter fishery is on here now that the rains have come.
And I've met some musicians out here too, like the 10K boys I referred to, that sports media group. They, like, half of them are in a band, and like the first night I saw them, they're like, we want to jam, and I was like, well, will you let me film you guys jamming? And they're like, fuck yeah. So there you go. Perfect. Some Minnesota bands too.
Yeah, dude, there's going to be tons of content, so just keep your guys' eyes open. More one-take sessions. We recorded a whole bunch of those recently, so keep your eyes peeled for those in the coming
weeks.
I
found the charger so Kyle can keep going.
Yes. So lots of stuff coming your way, and like I said, I will be teasing some of my new music that's coming out in the very near future. Like I said, I'm supposed to be getting those tonight, so hopefully that comes, and all of them will be released on Spotify and iTunes, but I'll tell you about that later. And Payne, I'm gonna try and be in more streams. I promise. I'm going to try and line that up. Isha's 3 hours ahead of me though, so
two. I'm only
2 hours ahead of me. So we've got to try and mesh our schedules, because I'm getting off work right when he's probably eating dinner now. So we'll try and make that happen.
Well, let's be honest, Kyle, I'm just always like doing something. I stay up later than you probably anyways, 2 hours ahead. So
yeah, you probably do.
Oh man. Well, you are all amazing. Sean saying I'm heading off. Congrats. You deserve it. Good night, mate. And Kyle.
See you, Sean.
Payne, sorry. I think that Vancouver gets their first win versus Carolina tonight. Blue Jackets upset Rangers last night. Payne, I mean, I hope you're right, buddy. I hope you're right, because, like, no joke, fans on Canucks Twitter, which, let's be honest, the fans on Canucks Twitter aren't the smartest bunch. They're burning their jerseys. They're saying it's time to tank for Bedard. I'm just like, yo, chill out. It's not even American Thanksgiving yet. Listen to Bob McKenzie.
Time for another riot.
Payne saying, let's go. Would be dope to see you more. By the way, nice meeting you, Kyle.
Nice to meet you too, Payne. I hope to see more of you, buddy.
All right, Kyle. Well, let's wrap this up, buddy. Again, thank you so much for just for being the co-creator of this channel and doing this with me. This is so much fun, whether I'm in Nanaimo, whether we're in the same town or not. I mean, the channel lives on. If anything, the channel's going to grow. And it's been a fun journey to 1,000. It's been a hell of a grind. Can't wait for 5, 10, 100, buddy.
Dude, it's endless. we can take
Until
this
we're
as far as
100.
we want to. So
Until we're 100. Until we're
betcha.
100, buddy.
Cheers to all of you guys. Thank you guys for joining our live stream. Thank you for being a part of the channel, and we will see you soon.
Comment on the video any, suggestions for challenges, what you like, or just to say what's up. As you know, we're totally interactive. All right, that's it for us, guys. Good night. We'll see you on the 5,000 subscriber thank you video. No, we'll see you before then. Good night, everybody.
See you guys.